Greetings now church fam. This is RasTafari coming forward to the eyes once again. I greet the eyes in the name of the one most high, almighty I, Jah, Rastafari, King Alpha and Queen Omega, infinite love, infinite wise mind, infinite ability. Yes, this one is called Tribute to Joseph Hill, prophet of reggae's golden age. Let's give thanks and praise. Joseph Hill, the late lead singer of Culture, has been a bright light of inspiration since he entered the roots reggae field, some putting him in the status of prophet, while others admiring his great creativity in creating some of the most heartical and rootsy music in the history of the tradition. He was born in 1949 in Linstead, St. Catherine, Jamaica, and began singing in church around 6 years of age. He also began making his own musical instruments in his youth. In his teens, he embraced the Rastafari faith and continued to pursue music from several different angles. He was hired at Studio One as a percussionist with the house band The Soul Defenders, while also being a sound system DJ, a backing vocalist, and a solo artist. He joined bands such as C35 and Stepping Stone. In 1976, Joseph formed the group Culture with his cousin Albert Ralph Walker and Roy Kenneth Days, at first under the name The African Disciples. As Culture, they auditioned for Joe Gibbs and engineer Errol Thompson, and they passed the audition. They recorded many songs and singles in the Gibbs catalog, including See Them A Come and the classic 2/7 Clash, which was all about Rasta and Jamaicans' fascination with numerology and with what would happen on July 7, 1977. This was all connected to the prophetic statements attributed to black self-love and unity leader Marcus Garvey. As we examine the lyrics of the song, we shall see how some of the prophecy was fulfilled, and Joseph Hill lived to see and testify of it. So let us examine the lyrics of the song. It starts off with a spontaneous shout of a vernacular term, Wataliva Bambaye, which is not English, but it means an explosion of apocalyptic proportions. In verse 1, Joseph sings, "My good old prophet Marcus Garvey prophesied, say, St. Jago de la Vega and Kingston is gonna meet." This means that the slums of parts of Spanish Town will grow, as well as the slums of Kingston, till they are one slum. Joseph says that the areas have met and are only divided by a housing scheme. Verse 2 says, "Look at a cotton tree out by Ferry Police Station, how beautiful it used to be. And it has been destroyed by lightning, earthquake, and thunder, I say." What? The silk cotton tree is famous in Jamaica in the folk culture as a place for spiritual gatherings, rituals, spirits, and revelations, especially in the revival and Kumina movements. They are a silent reminder of the centuries of history, provided lots of shelter for the people. Joseph says that the one he knows was hit by lightning, a serious omen of judgment. Verse 3 says that Joseph used to ride on public transportation on bus X82, which is where he got the inspiration for the song after seeing the silk cotton tree damaged by the lightning. The last verse quotes Marcus Garvey as saying that after he exited the gate of the Spanish Town police station, no other prisoner shall enter it. Joseph says it was fulfilled, as the gate has been locked ever since. Many schools and businesses stayed closed, and citizens stayed inside on July 7, 1977. Just in case the judgment that Garvey had prophesied would happen, people decided to take their own precautions. But Jah had mercy and prolonged the time. So though no major event happened on that day, it did amplify Jamaican and Rastafari's confidence in the word and righteousness of Marcus Garvey. The song and the album of the same name catapulted culture to international status. The band went on to record another album for Gibbs called Bald Head Bridge in 1978, after which they left his label. They left amidst disputes that went on for years over royalty payments from the producer. With the support of UK disc jockey John Peel on BBC Radio 1, Virgin Records signed Culture onto their frontline label. They released Harder Than the Rest in 1978, Kumbolo, and International Herb in 1979. All of these having been produced by female Jamaican producer Sonia Pottinger. In 1981, the three singers went their separate ways, and Joseph continued to use the name Culture and recorded Lion Rock. He performed at Reggae Sunsplash in 1985, and he reunited with his original backup singers to record Culture in Culture and Culture at Work. Joseph recorded several albums throughout the 90s on the Shanaki and Ras Records labels with various backup vocalists. His wife, Pauline, was his road manager, and his son, Kenyatta, was his sound engineer. Joseph Culture Hill passed in Germany while on tour in August of 2006, August 19th, 2006. But his son has kept the legacy going as the lead singer of Culture. Before we leave his intriguing story, let's examine the lyrics of another classic from Prophet Joseph, See Them A Come. He sings in the starting chorus, Jaja see them a come, but I and I a conqueror. He sings this twice. In the first verse he says, they are coming to accuse I of things that I know not about. They are coming to lock I down and tell I that them suspicious. Verse 2 he sings, hold not thy peace, O Jah of my salvation, while the mouth of the wicked and deceitful is upon I. Verse 3, my good friend William Gordon and Paul Bogle was here. Messiah Garvey, and they gave him away. Here for what? 1 pound of rice, 3 tin of red peas, 1 dreadnought, and a piece of raw meat. Joseph Culture Hill knew that the battle is rough. Babylon does persecute I and I from time to time. And we know that Jah is real and has made us conquerors. The song was written from a real situation in which Joseph saw a vision of His Majesty and the cops got scared and let him go. So let us remember Joseph Culture Hill and his band Culture forever as the movement evolves and I continue to grow in Jah Rastafari, one perfect love. Selassie I.